in terms of understanding your body better. So we're going to the next category, okay? So understanding your body better, common mistakes as women age into menopause. This is what I'm going to talk about. How many of you are close to menopause or going into menopause or even post-menopause? How many on here? Put menopause below. Okay, so I'm sure there's a lot of you that are menopause or whatnot. So here are some common mistakes for understanding your body better. Okay. Number one of the first mistakes is sometimes you may think one size fits all. This is very dangerous. Okay. This is the beginning of the year. And of course, lots of fit pros are out. Lots of fitness philosophies, programs, challenges will be out. This is just the reality. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to learn to to know how to think about things. Okay. Perimenopause, postmenopause, Marilyn postmenopause, Sandy postmenopause, going through menopause, Kimberly, Pam, menopause, Monica, both Monicas, Monica McGurn is postmenopause and Monica Jones is menopause. Yeah. So in terms of the first mistake is believing one size fits all. So the thing is, it's very easy to jump on a bandwagon. Okay. Because it's like, oh, this thing came out, so I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. Things like intermittent fasting or keto or whatnot. So be careful what you subscribe to and ask yourself a few questions. Okay. This is to help all of you. Number one, is this sustainable long term? Okay. Number two, when I'm in menopause, how does doing this particular diet or food thing that you're doing affect my hormones? Number three, does this work with my lifestyle and body type? Okay, so I want you to think about those three questions because what I find has been a common theme for a lot of the women I coach is going to different fitness programs, but not really evaluating, is this sustainable long term? And is it appropriate for me at this age? Like with me going through menopause right now, because there's certain things that I feel like a menopausal woman should be very careful about, should be careful about how and what they do, because your hormones are off balance. And if you do certain things, it may make it worse. So you have to be very careful. Like, is what you're about to do healthy for you? And is it appropriate, like, to your lifestyle and to your body type, right? So ask yourself these questions because like I just think a lot of menopausal women, unfortunately, you're in a hormone state of storage. How many of you have belly fat? Put belly fat below. Because in menopause, you have more of a signal to store. So you have to be careful what you subscribe to. Is it exasperating like the storage signal? Is it exasperating the cortisol signal? These things are really important to consider. And belly fat is very, very hard to get rid of. Okay. So be careful, one size fits all. You may see a really fit competitor online, which is awesome. Like I love, I competed. Be careful though. Like what works for them may not work for you. And you have to be really, really careful, right? Just evaluate these things for yourself, right? Barbara belly fat, Jennifer belly fat, Pam belly fat, Monica belly fat, and perimenopause for Melanie. Exactly, right? So just being careful about those things. Number two, overly focusing on trying to lose weight. Okay. So this is the second common mistake kind of in understanding your body. Overly focusing on trying to lose weight. Okay. I was just speaking to someone else. I can't remember, but they kept saying, but the weight still bothers me. And I'm like, you lost like 30 something inches, right? But it's about the weight. So I want to really talk about this. Weight is very inaccurate, right? Weight reflects many, many different things in your body, your bones, your blood, your like how much water is in your body. Are you building more muscle? Are you not? And I want you to keep this in mind, okay? Weight is a good indicator but not a dictator of your health. Okay, put that down. Weight is a good indicator, but not a dictator of your health, meaning it can indicate things, it can provide us clues for things that we need to know. However, it is not a dictator of your health. A really great example is Natalie Chabot in the FFF program. Natalie was already quite a lean individual. Now she lost 30 some inches, I think about almost 7 inches off her midsection. Did you know her weight barely moved? But I can tell you when you look at her pictures and her wearing the jean pulled out with that much space in her and like how much she lost in her belly is a really big testament of what body recomposition means. Body recomposition is more important than weight. Stop looking at the weight, ladies, please. I don't know who I was talking to, and they're like, "Well, don't you look?" I'm like, "No, actually, I don't really know my weight that much. I just look at more muscle mass and how my body like really looks and how much lean mass do I have in myself and less fat, right?" So you want to be really careful about overly focusing on weight. Okay. You want to focus more on body recomposition, which is what I specialize in, which is learning to lose fat, but build strong muscles on your body. Learning to lose fat and build strong muscles on your body. Oh, Natalie's on here. There you go. Natalie just gave a emoji. Well, we're super proud of you, Natalie. I know that you look amazing. And what a great example of body recomposition. Vivian, really great example of body recomposition. Vivian, she's naturally an ectomorph, which means she's leaner, but she always had a belly. And then she started a program. And between FFF to Muscle Accelerator, she had one point in her metrics, which was 113. It might be different now, Vivian, but it was 113 inches loss, but she gained 113 inches back in muscle. Like it was like crazy. Like that's like replacement. It was like a replacement, right? It was just super cool. And her body looks amazing, So it's just like focus on body recomposition. Okay. Debbie says the clothes are better judge. Muscle weighs more than fat. Exactly. And Debbie says I had to put my scale away when I started. The scale made for the day so terrible. Yeah, made your mood so terrible. Exactly. Um, and then as well, if you focus too much on the scale, you become discouraged quickly because you think nothing is happening in your body, but actually so many things are happening in your body that you're failing to recognize. So being really, really careful about looking at that scale. Honestly, someone asked me and like myself, like don't you like care about your weight? Actually, not really. I actually don't really care about weight. Maybe because all the years of like fitness and health and nutrition, I really care about body composition, like the tape measures, how my body's looking in terms of the muscles and everything. I don't know how much I weigh right now. I don't know, but I love to build more muscle. So a lot of you women have to try your best to leave that weight situation alone or just use it as an indicator, but don't use that as a dictator. Okay. And I can't remember, but I think I did a body recomposition live last year. If you want to be tagged on that or watch that, you can put body recomposition. I remember I had one. So just put it below. If we have it, we'll send it to you. Put body recomposition if you want to watch that live. Okay. All right. So another mistake I see about understanding your body better, like a common mistake, is not taking not taking the time to learn and understand the roles of different hormones in your body and the complexities of it. Okay. So a lot of times women start to want to like just focus on losing weight or like how much fat is on their body, but not understanding like behind all of this is what? Behind all of this is hormones. Yeah, we know this is hormones. So the better you can understand hormones and the roles that they play, why you have belly fat, why is belly fat harder to lose? What is the role cortisol? Why is cortisol so dangerous for your body? I talked about it with my older sister. Like she is a surgeon, she is stressed, there's a lot going on, and She had lots of blood work done for her autoimmune disease. And I asked her a question. I said, did you test your cortisol? She's like, no, I didn't test cortisol. I'm like, go test your cortisol, right? Because again, like, a lot of women just, they look at a lot of things, but they fail to look at hormones and the way it interacts with your body. Okay. So, like, for example, hormones, the interaction between cortisol and your sex hormones is a big, big topic, right? If you are a stressed person, if you have lots going on in your life and you're going through menopause, why you might have belly fat, why you have trouble losing weight, why you have trouble putting on muscle, has interactions with cortisol, and it's suppressing your sex hormones. It suppresses your estrogen, it suppresses your testosterone, and you are declining in those hormones naturally at a rapid rate. Your body is now out of whack. So, how are you going to fix that? Is then learning about hormones properly. Right. And that's why those of you who follow me, I do have lives and I talk about these things. I talk about hormones. Those of you who did my 21-day program, there was one course in there about building muscle, and the references in there was all around hormones. Right. And so you got to learn your hormones well. So if you want to learn more about your hormones, I want you to put hormones below. Hormones below. Okay. If you know you need to learn more about hormones, especially in menopause, put that below.